YouTube. Connor back from this old farm, and today we're at Marte again, but as you probably can obviously tell by his surroundings, we're doing something other than raking with him for once. We are actually out here disking. We have our John Deere 8-foot disc on the back, and we're out here disking with Marte. Now this, you might recognize, is the field that we did plow day in. This was the first field we did up. This is our smaller of the field, I believe it is. I think the bigger one is the one on the hill that we went through and planted some ryegrass on last week. Now you guys didn't get to see that, unfortunately, but we took Marte here and planted some winter ryegrass. Third gear with Marte, third gear. So yeah, down in, and we'll see it in a moment here when we round this next corner. There it kind of is at the bottom. We planted some ryegrass, some winter ryegrass. And basically what we're going to do with that is we're going to go through and in the springtime, see it there coming in fairly okay. In the springtime, we can go through and cut that and bale it up and make more hay, because we're concerned that we will run out of hay in the spring. So this field has been cut and baled just like we did that one. Now you guys saw the video on that one, cutting it. This one had the same thing. We went through and cut it. Dad baled it this past week. Now we're going through and disking it, and we're gonna, after we're done disking it, we'll go through and plant some ryegrass. But I gotta go through and disc all of this here, all in between us. We just did an outside lap here, and then I'm gonna have to go over it all a second time. And the reason we're doing that is just to break it up better. You can see we haven't plowed it at all. We're just doing a straight disking, no plowing. What it kind of looks like when we, that's a single pass. Now we'll do half the disc in, and you can see it kind of turns back. It actually does a better job of cleaning it out. You can see on the left, on the right of your screen, a single pass. The left of your screen would be a double pass. Now we're kind of turning into a full double pass. But we're gonna have to go through and double pass it just so that there's less weeds, less of a chance for them to come up and through, and that'll give the ryegrass a better chance to blossom, I guess you could say, to sprout up before it's too late, or before it can't grow, kind of sort of thing. So this is what I'm doing tonight. Just got back from Rolog, the Western Minnesota Steam Threshers reunion, up in Rolog, Minnesota. There'll be a video out on that if you guys want to see it. If you don't want to, this is a question I have for you. Feel free to leave your answer down in the comments, or if I'm smart enough and remember to, I'll add a little polling feature. You'll see a little eye up somewhere up there probably with a poll question, and I want you guys to tell me if you'd like to see that or not. And also the Now Then Threshing Show video. I haven't edited it yet. I haven't had time to edit it. If you guys want to see that, tell me yes. If you don't, tell me no, obviously. And whatever the winning vote is what we get. So I just want to make sure I'm putting out stuff that you guys want to see, and Obviously the threshing shows aren't so much farming related as, say, this video is. And so I want to make sure that you guys are getting to see what you want to see. So if it doesn't interest you, the threshing show, tractor show, whatever the heck you want to call it, videos, then I don't have to upload them. I'm fine with that. If you don't want to see, if the majority of you don't want to see it, I'm fine not uploading it. If the majority of you do, I'm fine uploading. I think I just said two different things there, or the same thing twice, is what I meant. I gotta unlock my brake down here. There's the dual brakes. I'm having a little tough time steering, so we're gonna unlock those so I can steer a little better. And what that'll allow me to do is, if I step on that one, it'll put the brake on that, but not that. And that way it'll kind of turn to, like, say, that position, it'll turn to the left better. That one, it'll turn to the right better. This little M though does a very good job. There's plenty of power in him. It does burn a little oil, and that may be a thing someday that Marty might get an engine rebuild. I don't think I'll do a restoration on him. I think it's just too cool the way he is. I believe it has been redone at one point in time, probably when they had to put the replacement block in. I think they might have had International Harvester do either just a paint job or a full restoration, I don't know, or a total tractor rebuild. But it has been painted once. This isn't the original paint, but it is a really nice paint job that it does have, a nice patina. Show you guys a little bit more of the disc here. I'm trying to overlap a little bit so that I can kind of kill two birds with one stone, and I won't have to go over the field an entire second time. But it will take me longer to do the whole field, so it's kind of a toss-up whether it's helpful or not. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before either, but this disc does not have what some people like to call a wheels up position. The wheels always touch the ground, never do they ever come off it. It's just the way John Deere designed it. It's kind of goofy, but this is about as deep as it will go. The hydraulic cylinder could pull in a little more, and the disc would dig in a little bit more, but not a whole lot. But it's doing a good job for where it's at, so I'll just leave it with where it is. I want to keep it manageable for Marty still, of course. Another thing is too, try to take our corners sort of wide. Try not to make them too sharp, because that puts a lot of lateral force, and lateral meaning this way, side to side. It'll put a lot of that force on the bearings that the shafts that hold the discs ride in, and it's really hard on the bearings. You can cause a lot of extra and bad wear on your bearings with a lot of lateral force. So we try to make our turns wide wide enough that we don't cause that lateral force when doing it. I'm going to switch you back around because I need to kind of watch where I'm driving. I'm having a hard time with that. But yeah, this is pretty much all that we do, or all it takes, really. We'll go through and disc it up twice, roughly. And then we'll go through and grab our John Deere Van Brunt. Grain drill that we have. And there's a video of that on the channel. I can't remember the name of it. It's something like fixing pastures or something like that, or reseeding pastures. It's with the 1941 Farm All Age Mr. Moe, the pink one. If you remember the color of him, he's pink. Because the red paint, it used to be red, and then he sat outside for quite a few years and turned pink. But there's a video of the Van Brunt on the channel that we used the GoPro with and made kind of a neat video, showed you some of the spots and stuff, and so go check that out if you haven't. We're going to do a cut down the middle here, and as we're making our cut down the middle, we're going to say goodbye because we've hit the 11 minute, well now we're going to hit the 12 minute mark in about 15 seconds. So as we disc away here, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Please tell me whether you'd like to see the tractor show videos or not. And we'll talk to you guys all next time.